Hello people, welcome to Byte Monkey, your go-to channel for all things tech. We're here to decode the complex world of technology for you, making it more approachable and interesting. Today, we're setting sail on a journey that's sure to tickle the curiosity of every tech enthusiast out there. We will be diving deep into the intriguing evolution of computer viruses, those invisible adversaries that have shaped the digital landscape. So buckle up as we navigate through the fascinating world of computer viruses from their inception to their current forms. Our journey starts in the early 1970s with the birth of Creeper, the very first computer virus. Now, imagine a time when computers were just starting to gain traction, a time when the internet was in its infancy. In this era, a novel entity emerged, an entity that would lay the foundation for a whole new world of digital threats. Creeper was not your average software. It was a unique creation, a self-replicating program that could spread from one system to another. This was a first in the world of computing. Creeper was not designed to destroy or cause havoc, but instead it was designed to replicate. It would find a new host, make a copy of itself, and then move on, leaving the original copy behind. This method of self-replication was a pioneering concept at the time, one that would become a defining characteristic of computer viruses in the future. But what did Creeper actually do? Well, Creeper was quite the prankster. It would display a message on the screen of the infected system saying, "I'm the Creeper, catch me if you can." This may seem harmless, even amusing by today's standards, but back then it was a significant disruption. It was unexpected, it was unexplained, and it was unsettling. The emergence of Creeper marked a turning point in the world of computing. It demonstrated that programs could not only perform tasks, but also replicate themselves and spread across systems. This opened a whole new field of possibilities and, unfortunately, vulnerabilities. Creeper was eventually contained by a program called Reaper, which was designed to find and delete copies of the Creeper virus. This was the first instance of what we now know as antivirus software. And so, the cat and mouse game between viruses and antivirus programs began. Creeper, while causing significant inconvenience, was just the tip of the iceberg in the world of computer viruses. The first personal computer virus, Elk Cloner, marked the beginning of a new era in 1982. This uninvited guest showed up unannounced on Apple II systems, spreading via floppy disks. It wasn't particularly malicious, but it was an annoyance, displaying a poem after the 50th boot. But Elk Cloner was just the start. Throughout the 80s, the virus scene began to evolve, with new threats emerging and growing in sophistication. The Brain virus, for instance, considered the first PC virus, spread via floppy disks too, causing sluggish system performance and storage issues. But it was the 90s that truly saw the explosion of computer viruses. The decade witnessed the emergence of macro viruses, such as the infamous Concept, which exploited Microsoft Word's macro feature. The virus would spread like wildfire, hopping from document to document, leaving a trail of corrupted files in its wake. Then came ransomware, a particularly nasty type of malware that held user data hostage. The AIDS Trojan, one of the earliest examples of ransomware, would encrypt file names on the victim's hard drive and demand payment to restore them. It was a grim preview of what was to come in the world of cyber threats. The 90s also saw the rise of worms, a type of malware that could spread without human intervention. The Morris worm, for instance, caused significant disruption, infecting thousands of computers and slowing down large portions of the internet. As the 90s drew to a close, the age of the internet was just beginning, and with it came a whole new playground for cyber threats. Viruses had evolved from simple annoyances to serious threats, causing billions of dollars in economic damage each year. As we stepped into the new millennium, the world also stepped into a new era of cyber threats. The new millennium saw the rise of more sophisticated and damaging computer viruses. As we journeyed into the 2000s, the world of computer viruses took a dark turn. The dawn of the new century was marked by the infamous "I love you" virus. This malicious software, disguised as a love confession, spread like wildfire through email systems, causing an estimated $10 billion in damages worldwide. It was a chilling reminder of the vulnerability of our increasingly digitized world. Next in line came the MyDoom virus, which surfaced in 2004. The speed and magnitude of its spread were unprecedented, infecting 1 out of every 12 email messages at its peak. It was a grim testament to the evolution of computer viruses, demonstrating their ability to wreak havoc on a global scale. Before we move on, we would like to remind you to please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so and share thoughts or experiences in the comment section below. We really appreciate your input and love hearing from our viewers. Back to our discussion, the decade was far from over. In 2010, the world was introduced to Stuxnet, a game changer in the world of computer viruses. Unlike its predecessors, Stuxnet was not designed to steal information or cause random destruction. Instead, it was a carefully crafted weapon, specifically engineered to target industrial systems. This marked a new era in cyber warfare where viruses were no longer just a tool for petty crimes, but had become weapons of mass disruption. State-sponsored attacks entered the limelight, revealing a terrifying new landscape, where governments could potentially wage war in the digital realm. The implications were far-reaching, extending beyond the realm of personal computers and corporate systems. It was a wake-up to the world, underscoring the urgency of cybersecurity in our increasingly connected world. The evolution of computer viruses during the 2000s was a testament to the dark side of technological advancement. As our reliance on digital systems grew, did the sophistication and potential impact of these invisible threats. From I Love You to My Doom and Stuxnet, each virus represented a leap in complexity and potential damage. The rise of cyber warfare and state-sponsored attacks further complicated the landscape, introducing a new level of threat that transcended individual users and corporations. It was a stark reminder of the double-edged sword that is technology. With every leap forward, there is a potential fall, anew to be exploited. The evolution of computer viruses mirrors our technological advancements, posing new challenges and threats. As we continue to embrace the digital age, the fight against these invisible enemies becomes ever more critical. The battle lines have been drawn, and the war against computer viruses rages on. In this era of digital warfare, how do we safeguard ourselves and our systems? Well, the answer is a combination of vigilance, good habits, and the right tools. Let's break it down, shall we? Firstly, we have our digital knight in shining armor, the antivirus software. This is your first line of defense against these invisible enemies. Antivirus software does an exceptional job at detecting and quarantining malicious code, stopping it from causing havoc on your system. However, antivirus software isn't a magic bullet. It's crucial to pair it with safe browsing habits. Avoid clicking on suspicious links or downloading files from untrusted sources. And for the love of all things tech, don't open that strange email from a Nigerian prince promising you millions. Next up, system updates. Yes, we know they can be a pain, but these updates often include patches for security vulnerabilities that viruses can exploit. So take a deep breath and hit that update button. Finally, let's talk passwords. A strong, unique password can be the difference between a secure system and one that's ripe for the picking. Steer clear of easy-to-guess passwords like password 123 or your birth date. Instead, use a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols to create a password that's as unique as you are. Remember, the best defense is a good offense. Stay informed, stay updated, and stay safe. We've journeyed from creeper to some of today's most dangerous cyber threats. We've explored the evolution of computer viruses from their early origins in the 70s, through the rise of personal computing in the 80s and into the present day. We've seen how these invisible enemies have adapted and grown, exploiting vulnerabilities in our systems and causing billions of dollars in damage each year. We've also delved into the world of cyber protection, discussing the crucial role of antivirus software. We've highlighted the importance of staying vigilant in this digital age, where threats can lurk in the most unexpected of places. In summary, computer viruses aren't just a relic of the past, they're an ever-evolving threat that requires our constant attention and understanding. It's a fascinating, albeit somewhat daunting field of study, but one that's more relevant than ever in our increasingly connected world. Thank you for joining us at Byte Monkey. Stay curious, stay vigilant, and we'll see you in the next video.